Alright, this is Sundergarden / Acorn Woods. Probably going to be the shortest video of the playlist. Probably the one that I'm never going to have to change because it's really easy. So there's two ways of doing this. Swordman Kirby's strategy for this is to go to the top left. I actually don't know where the thing is that we're trying to grab. Whoops. You're not supposed to talk to these people. Oh gosh. Why is this conversation so long? Where is it actually? I'm really curious. I've never gone and done this, so I did. Okay, there's a pumpkin over here. You can grab the pumpkin, avoid the cutscene. Is it even possible to avoid the cutscene without going this way? I guess you'd have to go this way and avoid the cutscene. Shows you what I know about this. So you take the pumpkin, you throw it, not there, you throw it against these flowers. No, not against those flowers. Sorry, this is like a really weird angle for me to do this at. So you take the pumpkin, you throw it against there. It gives you some lift, and then you're up and over here. Actually, can you do it this gate? I'm curious now. I'm imagining you can. Yes. So you can just throw it against the gate, circumvent going on those flowers. So the way you should probably just get used to doing, even though it might upset you at first, it's good to know there's that backup, I guess. But what I would suggest is going to the right. You can do a little dash off this ramp. If you hold up, you'll dash kind of right next to the skull. So this is a skull. I'll just show. You push the skull just normally. Wow, this is actually working pretty well. When you get to the top of the ramp, it'll just break. Usually it breaks before then. I was actually pretty lucky that it didn't break until that point. Whenever it hits the seam like here or here, it has a really good chance of just destroying itself. So, don't do that. Don't break it. Skull is very important. What we're gonna do is dash along here. We're going to tap it a little bit until you get past this first seam. So I use my D-pad and just tap it. That you can just like tap with your analog stick. So once you get it about here, you're going to use your trunk, mash B until it gets about to there. Then you need to start tapping it again. Tap very carefully against that seam right there. It's very easy to have that seam kill the skull. So now that you have a skull up here, get on this side of it, hold upright, push the skull against it, fail it, throw the skull against the void. I'll just show it at full time. That was definitely why I did that. So tap it away from the edge, start blowing it up. If it starts getting too close to the edge, you can tap it that way. Once you get it pretty close to the top, you are gonna break it. I just wanted to show how easy it is to break it, obviously. It's pretty rare for me to break it. I've kind of gotten okay-ish at tapping it in a somewhat gentle way. But anyways, it's a tap. Especially when you get near the seam. Once you're past it, you're safe. Get on the side of it, left or top right. Get up on these flowers, go over here, and then you just dash into there. Take some finicking around, take some learning, getting comfortable with, but just skip to Acorn Woods. That's nice. Skip doing anything in that area. So we're just gonna run up here, push this block, do a little rotation, push it twice, go up here, and push it on the pressure plate. You can do a dash off of here, though there's a good chance you can fall off like that, so probably don't, but you could. It's there. It's possible. You can save some frames, and then dash into there like I didn't do. So we're gonna go down here, don't dash off. This one has the key, so you just use your trunk, get rid of the leaves, grab the key, go along here, do some swag. Whee! You can dash along there, and it looks like you're about to fall off. It's good. Don't actually fall off. So once you're up here, just follow the up angle. You can dash along there. Doesn't really matter where you throw the key. I just throw it in the corner, and then just run along it. As long as the key's not sliding around. Whoops! I lost hold of my analog stick. You just walk along the key, and you'll just start getting height. And then leave the key, like I said before. So if you try to take the key with you, I'll just show it. Don't do this. Don't grab the key. If you grab the key and bring it with you, in the next area, you just won't have the key. So don't do that. But yeah, that's the two areas. I'll just do Woolly Mountain as well. I wasn't going to, but seeing how this is 5 minutes long, I'm gonna do another world. So anyways, don't bring the key with you. The key just disappears between worlds, so don't do it. We're gonna grab the chili. You can load about there. Maybe a little bit earlier, but anyways. So then just run forward against it and keep going. Ignore the other snowman. They didn't do anything wrong to you. Dash into this. Grab the chili. You can just hold it right and then blow it through that block. Start pushing this ice block. Just do the puzzle normally. There's no real way to skip this, though I do feel like there should be. Probably is. There's a lot. That's a nice thing with this, is that there's a lot of opportunity for finding skips. So anyways, what we're gonna do is just dash, hit that. It'll spawn us at the entrance, which allows us to get the chili a little bit faster. You'll never beat that cycle right there, so no sense of rushing too much. And then you just use the chili onto the ice block, get the health token from it, so you're at full health now, and then you'll just go up the thing and dash up here. So for this, there's a couple ways of doing it. I'll just show the way you should probably do it, and then I'll show the way you can do it if you're not comfortable with it. So what you should do is just go here, walk along this bush, fall off, and then after you fall off, you're gonna do it the normal way, or correct way. Walk along the bush, go on this platform, press X to interact with that. Don't actually knock the key that way, and then bring it with you. If you're having difficulty with getting under that bush like I did the first time, you can just push this ice block and then just walk along the ice block to here, interact with it. Oh, I don't know why I pressed X, like I didn't think something was gonna happen. After you get the key, grab it and bring it up here. Just let me not be that horrible. So you can throw it from the top of the ramp and it'll go right against the gate, and then you just run against it. Be careful though when you're doing this. You really want to make sure you do not get over the gate without the key. So you're gonna run against this, run against it, and then turn back like that. Grab the key, dash into the loading zone. So for this fight that we're not gonna actually fight anyone, you're gonna slightly hug the left side, just the left side of this chili bowl. Press A to hit that guy, beta to hit from the big dude, and then you just breathe fire on this and keep going. Dash to the loading zone. So we have a key, so we can just break everything. Get to the top square here, hold up left, throw it into there, push it in the corner. So the way you don't want to do this, let me explain it. Do not push against the ramp like this. It's a lot harder. You can't really do key boosts up a ramp like this. You need to be up here with it, the same level. And then you should start gaining height pretty easily. Again, you do not want to go without your key, though there is a backup, which I will show for if you do forget your key. So just grab it. You can dash into the loading zone if you want. You get a bit of a boost here off that bush if you dash correctly, but really just dashed here. You can bait at it from him, but it's really not that important. We're actually not even going to use the key to do a key boost here. We're just going to knock this urn out of the way, or pot I guess, and then just go over the gate and then dash in the loading zone. This one's so easy that you don't even need any item. You just can run against it. So, just like that. You just get down to this corner and then you go up. It's easy. It's harder not to do it than to actually do it. But yeah, like, you just get up on it. Then after that, dash in the loading zone. Now you're here. Don't press any buttons at the beginning of this. Wait for it to come down so you don't get squished. If you get squished, you lose your key, but there's a backup if you do. So you can just, so if you do have your key, what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw it here, then you're gonna do a key boost. But I'm gonna show like, what if you just momentary insanity decided to throw your key off. Dash into the loading zone here, go up this ramp, and try to push this ice block very quickly so that it melts the key out. Grab the key and just do the skip normally. We're gonna just... You have to be a bit careful, you don't want to throw it over. Though if you do throw it over, you can just do the same thing again and get a new key. That'd be kind of silly. So we're gonna leave the key up here after we're done. So you can kind of grab it, just don't. You can go like, woo! Ooh, yeah, I have a key now. It's not important. We don't need. Oh, it disappeared. That was kind of cool. So I just go down here, go into the loading zone. Pretty much done. You get some dashes off of these ramps. They're a little weird sometimes. Alright, so this will be Woolly Mountain. Just mash X and A, and just like before with her dialogue, you can just press B, and then you get the best cutscene in the entire game. And now you're in the Queen's Dungeon, the thing that you would have skipped to in the other category. Though we're at the beginning of it instead of the end of it. So the next and last video will be doing Queen's Dungeon, and probably will be the longest video. So strap in for that.